Directory not found. Could not find a path for 76896-1. Map texture replacer. I think we're okay. Now, this is the map texture replacer, and we're using, okay, Volchoria theme renewed. Okay, that's probably why, because it was looking for the old Volchoria theme. Okay, so here we are, and I tell you, I've been thinking a whole lot about this. Let's see what this Volchoria theme renewed looks like. And we've got a little problem with the hospital, but I just put this down and they're having to get out and take care of it. $15,000 for this upgrade here, and it gives us 25 patient capacity. I'm going to see if it normalizes before I go into that. So, the new patch, it's great, and it looks like I'm finally making some money and I'm finally growing. And things are finally looking up. Unfortunately, I don't really have enough money to buy another tile. Even if I wanted to. So, I'm kind of wondering how the new patch is going to balance out with the fact that milestones give you more and more things to buy that are too expensive for us. Firehouse. I have. It's right here. And I don't really need it, but I'm just looking at an example here. And revenue, monthly balance. Things look like they have changed. Expenses, I should be making about this. But I've got some loans, so I've got to pay back the loans. This is $8,000 a month on my loans, 4.8%. And I'm not doing any taxation to any degree. I'm not going to change my service prices because I don't want that to affect me long term. And I am producing some of my own goods. I need to produce vegetables. And I need to produce rock. And I've put this in here. This is grain. So I might as well go ahead and put in the vegetable one over here. I don't quite like to do this near my city, but it's just a necessity because I want to be able to do some things in the game. And for me, it's not that it's taking too long. I'm really more worried about you than me, because I'm worried about, I guess I should make the first road straight and then curve it. I'm more worried about you because you're the ones who have to watch this. And, I am the old bore, and I realize that what I do is boring. I'm hoping that there's people out there who just want to come home and they're too tired to play and they want to relax. And the old bore is a way for them to do that. I think I'm going to put this just a bit off the road. And I'll stretch this one first. Kind of line it up to here. All the way to the road. And so I hope that this isn't too boring for you. We're all of us who are playing City Skylines 2 are going through this transition where we get to use the new simulation. Now, for City Skylines 1 fans, I'm also feeling a little bit like there are a lot of people out there who want to see that content. On the other hand, my channel covers a huge amount of City Skylines 1 content, especially when it comes to detailing and building out train networks. And all sorts of things, all sorts of tutorials on City Skylines 1. And I have a new city that I started in City Skylines 1. I'm having to think about where I want to put new houses. And this is just normal residential here. This needs to be medium density housing, but I don't want to put it here. I want to put a park here. Twin City Park. Small playground. See, I can't get to the larger parks. Ring Park. Small park. But I need one here. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And this is just a whoops, this is way too big. It's just a little space here. And I've got one of these brush selectors. This one, I think, is the one I like. It's just space for now. And this one is some bushes. So I've thought about what I could do to make your experience better. But then again, there are quite a few people who seem to like this relaxing content where I kind of explain a few things, when I encounter problems or whatever. This is our train station that we cannot afford. And so I'm gonna have to grow out the city again. And I have thought about taking it out this direction along the railroad track. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take a straight piece off first. About up to there. And now I'm going to curve it to where it's along the side of the railroad tracks. right up to there. And this is a little hill. And this goes out to our monstrosity. I'm gonna see if I have some rock. Let me just see if I have some rock somewhere. Or is this is ore and this is rock. Oil is black. And so I don't have any real rock that I can get at until I get another tile. And I can't afford a tile because it's $117,000. Okay, well, we need to do this. And this is a little bump right in here, which I'm not too concerned about. In the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about Volchoria 1.0, which has this massive spaghetti interchange right in here. 7 different connections. But that's just, wow, how long will it be before I can get to that? And so a neighborhood would come up against the train station here. And of course, let's see if I can curve this around now. It curves from the beginning right up to here. Just got some experience, and maybe when I get my experience and I get my cash, that's when I can get my new tile. And so this is our new little neighborhood. This is not quite what I've hoped for here. It's gonna need to be smoothed just a bit. And it just is a straight piece, I guess. And now we want to put normal residential in. I think I want to put the this kind in here. And see, if I plop this building, it's a building. It's really working. And I might just want to do that. Let's just see. I want to get this one so that it's the opposite side. And I think another one. None of this can work because of the power lines. Maybe another one and another one here too. Not gonna make it. Let's see. Whoops, I deleted those two. This one and this one and this one and this one. Let's see. Do it like that. And this is our little high-rise apartment area. And it blends down in again. This is, I guess, going to be okay because the hill is pretty steep. But in here is where I'm going to put that low density residential. I'm just going to let it plop in. It's so anxious to get itself in. Now we've got this other one which is high density residential and I don't have it. So I'm just still a tiny town and that's just the way it goes. Before these come in, I might want to... This is too much geography here for housing. Although it looks like there's kind of a little ridge up in here where housing could be taken. And I'm not quite for sure if I want to do that. This whole area here is utilities. But I'm just going to have to grow out the population and do what I have to do to get the game to run correctly. This is forestry. And if we look at it, this is the forestry industry. It's not going to highlight it, it's just going to give me the color. And I've got some room in here, which normally would be taken. It's a little bit hilly. And I've got this little island here, which just doesn't look like residential housing to me. This is probably all residential housing. And I've got a little bit of an office demand and I usually am putting it down in here. And for some reason, I am leaving some space. And I've got a little bit of industrial demand. You know, I would imagine that the developers have really gone to task on this. It wasn't that relevant in City Skylines 1. I'm going to go ahead and do this block here. That popped in quick. And this is just a 2-lane road. Got the little alleyway. This is supposed to be college, and I'm going to take this industrial and move it over here and have ports and, you know, industrial specialized industries over there. And boy, it's slow going, isn't it? Slow going, and I don't like to speed up the game. I just like to do it. I want to play this game the way it's supposed to be played. Let's see. We probably have some traffic problems. It might be my imagination, but it looks like they've cut down on the number of dogs in the game. Before it was just like everybody and their dogs had dogs. I think even some of the dogs had dogs. So this is it. This is Volchoria 2.0. And the amazing thing is that every single one of these people has a name, has a workplace, has a family, maybe, and has a dog, or maybe not. So this is the way it's coming along. I hope you enjoy this. Leave a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel. And we'll see you in the next time. Thanks for watching the old boar. Take care now.